What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon and the channel is 540 Flips. Happy Wednesday, happy January 10th. Hope everybody is doing good out there. I appreciate all of the new subscribers, all of the viewers, all of the folks that commented, the ones that said, hey, I just found your channel. Thank you for being transparent. The one who said, hey, just found your channel. Thank you for being transparent. I'm going to binge watch all of your old videos. I really do appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed them. Folks that, catch every video or go back and watch old ones, I hope you've gotten some sort of use out of it in some sort of way, whether it's motivation or if there's a tip or something that I happen to give, or even just having a conversation. You drop the comment. You see, I read the comments. And I try to reply to all of them as best as I can. Sometimes YouTube is quirky and it will say there's a comment and I don't see it. So if that is the case, I do apologize. I do try to acknowledge all of the comments and I do read them. Speaking of, there was a comment a while back about a black plastic trash bag over in that corner. And I can't remember the viewer's name. If you're watching, you'll know who you are. They mentioned me having inventory on my floor and talked about that trash bag and all that stuff. And I did reply to explain that trash bag was, I was using it as I go through list clothing and stuff. And it was kind of like a bag that I was using for stuff that wasn't trash, but it wasn't good enough to put on eBay. Stuff that maybe could be better suited, like redonated or to a shelter or something like that. So I was trying to collect all of that, and that was just out of the way right there. So that wasn't actually inventory. That was me trying to have things in place to, as I'm sorting through stuff. But as far as the inventory and everything, I'm going to be honest, I recorded a video and I don't like to be in the negative space. And I had talked about a couple things that were annoying me, aggravating me. And I decided to re-record this video because I'm trying to continue being a positive voice and sharing the thoughts and everything. And it felt more like a rant. And although I know people enjoy rants, just getting it off my mind and recording it, even if I don't upload it, it helped me. I talked to Leroy, Blood, Sweat, and Sell. Shout out to him. If you're not following him, go follow him. He doesn't do a ton of YouTube videos, but he is a great person. I'm not even gonna say great reseller or anything like that. I'm saying he is a great person outside of reselling and everything. Me and him have been messaging daily, trying to keep each other motivated, push each other a little bit, and not necessarily, for any wrong reasons, just to help encourage each other, because we all can use that. And so, Leroy, shout out to you, man. Thank you. And I think, rather than me record a rant video, I just wanted to kind of let you all know, it's okay to have things bother you sometimes. But maybe step back and, heck, grab your phone and record a video, speak it out, and then look back and reflect on like all of the positives as well. Because not everything is bad, not everything is negative, and sometimes we can let that dark cloud ruin our day. Leroy said it when we were talking earlier, and I was kind of going over a few things that have been, that have been going on with buyers and stuff. And he's like, I let those things ruin my day. And it's just, it sucks doing that. And he's right. It sucks to let something that is out of your control, ruin our day. I think it comes down to a few different aspects. I think if you are someone who is really striving to have perfection, or you put forth effort and you take pride in the work you do, whether it's a 9 to 5 or reselling, you really, care about what you're doing, and then you have these bad experiences, these bad bugs that just pop up, and it really can shake you up, rattle you a little bit. And I think we all need to learn, and I'm guilty as well. We need to learn to understand that you're not going to please everybody. It doesn't matter what we do. Society today, if you are able to please every single person out there, you are like Harry Potter with a magic wand or something, because it's just, I'm feeling it's becoming more and more and more impossible. There is, people talk about eBay and protecting the buyers versus protecting the sellers and all of that stuff. And, I think it's a double-edged sword, because eBay has policies in place to encourage and make buyers feel comfortable and confident buying on their platform. But because there are bad apples in the seller field, or people that, don't take care in their work, or, back in the day, there was people that would sell items and just never even ship them out. And there's lots of things on both ends, because you also do have the bad buyers. You have the people that rent, clothing, and that's something I've been currently dealing with, is selling, clothing, women's clothing specifically. Just, not to say that in a negative connotation, but I stayed away from listing and selling women's clothing, and it seemed like now that I started giving it a shot, I'm having issues. And it's just, it's gotten me discouraged, and I don't want to get into it too deep and rant or anything like that. But, there's got to be this element, there's got to be a fix out there. But the one thing to keep in mind is, when it happens, don't let it get you down. And, I was aggravated earlier today. It was like everything I did today just didn't want to to cooperate. I used today, I got up early, listed 7 items this morning, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot. I'll explain on that in a minute. But I got up, listed 7 items real quick early in the morning, and then I've been really working on, organizing, going through stuff, getting rid of stuff that I don't need. I replaced my blinds that were over here, because they had, they were old, and when I went to raise them up one day, the cord string broke. So I replaced the blinds. But then, I got the blinds, and I thought, oh, this is going to be easy. I already got brackets there. I go buy a new set, take the old set out, take them to landfill, put the new set in. But nope, that's not the case. Yeah, it had to be difficult. Had to take off the brackets and install the new brackets after measuring the links. It was just like everything. Went to the gas station, pulled up to the gas pump after like 2 people couldn't park at the gas pumps. Finally found a pump I could get to. Go to pump gas, and the pump wouldn't work. It was just crazy. So I think all of that compounding, and then a buyer requesting to return an item because it didn't fit, just kind of like put that strain and started dragging down a little bit more. And things like that can happen. It's almost like if one thing goes wrong, the day is going to go wrong. And we need to keep ourselves focused. We need to keep ourselves on track, in tune, because it can very easily ruin our day. And if we let it ruin our day, then it could flow into tomorrow and the next day. And then next thing you know, we're looking back and we've wasted a week, and we weren't as positive, we weren't as productive, we weren't as successful as we should have been. So I am here to preach this, hopefully into existence, not just to you guys. This is saying it out loud to hopefully help myself as well, because I am 100% guilty of letting things like this bother me too much. I know, I am aware of it. I have admitted it on this channel before, that I kind of strive for perfection too much, and it is a character flaw of mine. Now, on the other hand, I don't want to get too complacent and say, oh, well, it's just a person I couldn't please, and let things slide either. So I think, we have to balance it out and just understand in some circumstances there was nothing we could do to please people, but continue doing the best possible thing that we can. So as far as sales and everything for the first 10 days, I'm going to be honest, my dollar amount is up pretty good. But my sales number is lower, and you might say, well, how is that even possible? And this is compared to the same time period in 2023. You might wonder how that even is possible. And it goes back to the topic of people talking about, looking at 90-day totals or ASPs or whatever, and how they could not, tell the full story. Mine right now is exactly that. If you look at my total number of sales, it's actually down, and I wrote it down here. My total number of sales is down 52.5% versus 2023, but my ASP is up 502.8%. My total dollar amount is up 186.2%. So why have I sold 50% less items than starting out in 2023, but have made 186% more? And it's a simple answer. The items I was selling in the beginning of 2023 were cheap, and I sold them in volume. Cheap sports cards, somebody might have bought 10 in one order because, if they're $2 a piece, 10 cards is $20. Whereas today, if I'm selling items that, one item is $60+ I'm making and creating more money with less number of sales. So it's a way to, especially right here in the new year before numbers get too out of whack throughout the year, it's definitely a way to see and show and explain that and everything. When I did my breakdown video, the last video, I kind of told you all my ASP overall for the year was drugged down because a lot of those card sales were just cheaper dollar sales, and that definitely plays into the average price. So, looking at my ASP so far this year, again, it is up 502% over what I started out with in 2023. So, I will say I am also selling cards though. I am listing cards again. I do it periodically through the year. I don't do it every single day. But I started out this year. I am getting my collection back under wraps. I kind of let it go haywire. I was buying things that were cool. I was proud to be able to buy and own. I have those stories written now of, owning those cards, the memories and all of that. But they weren't cards that necessarily were in, if the boom hadn't happened, if I hadn't created, dollar profits off of some of the stuff that I had going into the boom, if that hadn't happened, I would have never obtained those cards to begin with. And so I was looking back and I was like, I want my card collection to reflect more on just what I really, really, really enjoy. And that's now gotten me to eliminate some of the cards in my collection, downsize my collection, sell some things. And so that has created some of these numbers and the high numbers and everything in the beginning of the year. But anyway, guys, this was take 2. This was hopefully a more positive one, not so ranty. I like to share thoughts and just opinions and views and just have a discussion with you guys that is more in a motivational and positive spirit instead of ranting. I can rant with the best of them. I can get down and dirty. I can be nasty, but I need to stop, and I can't let things like that bother me. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the other videos, hit the thumbs up, comment below, let me know how has your 2024 started. Do you let simple return requests of item doesn't fit, do you let those bother you? Do you let neutral feedbacks bother you? Does it throw your whole day off? How do you handle it? Let me know. Help me out. and hopefully I can continue providing entertainment, thoughts, and helpful topics for you guys as well. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you again, everybody that has watched and subscribed. I do appreciate all of you, and I will catch you in the next one.